So today we're going to look at putting a collar and a leash on our new puppy, which is something we've got to get them used to before we can start our obedience training. So this is a little 9-week-old Belgian Shepherd, Malinois, and let's see how she gets on having a collar and a leash on for the first time. Okay, so first thing is, make sure the leash and the collar are fit for purpose. So I've got a normal flat collar. I prefer this to a harness. I tend not to use harnesses on my dogs unless it's for certain things like tracking, scent work, bite work, those sorts of things. A collar also helps you control the dog's head position better, a bit like the reins on a horse. So I find for obedience purposes a collar wins every time. Okay, so we never adjust the collar actually on the dog. We'll try it on. If it doesn't fit, we'll remove it and then we'll adjust it accordingly. So she's not sure what's going on. Let's have a look. Guess how big this should be. I'm going to open that up just a little bit. Oh, sweetheart. A little bit more length. You should be able to just fit 2 fingers under the collar when it's on the dog. Because if it's any looser, they might be able to back out of it. And the last thing you want is your dog escaping in an environment that's not safe. Okay, sweetheart, come here then. So let's get the collar on her. That's a good girl. So they tend to wriggle a lot when you first put a collar on, quite normal. She'll probably shake a little bit when it's first on. Give a bit of scratching. Make sure it's secure. There we go. I can just fit 2 collars snugly under. 2 fingers snugly under the collar, so that's a perfect fit. It's not going to pull out past her ears, so she's not going to be able to back out of it. Good girl. So I'm just going to leave that on her for a second. Get her used to having that. Hello, darling. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. Good girl. So a little shake of the head, getting used to it. Sit, sweetheart. Sit. She doesn't know her sits yet. I've done any training. I'm just going to reward her anyway, just for being a good girl and having the collar on. Right, so the lead. When I'm training obedience with a puppy, I tend to prefer a training lead that you can open up, get a bit more distance when you're doing your stay work. So she's just having a scratch, finding the collar a strange thing to be on at the moment. Come here, darling. Okay, I'm just going to hold the collar, clip the lead on. She's never been on a lead before, she's not sure what's going on. There we go. Now, golden rule of having a lead on your puppy is not to cause any conflict with her. It shouldn't be a bad thing. So I'm never going to drag her or pull her when she's got the lead on. What I'm going to do is encourage her to follow me, and having the leash on is a fun experience, never a bad one. Oh, that's a good girl. Good girl. Lots of praise. Remember, when you praise your dog, tone of voice, really important. Make sure lots of excitement in your voice, nice light inflection. Oh, it's a good girl. And I'm not going to worry about jumping up or anything else at this stage. This is purely to get her used to the weight of the leash and having the collar around her neck. It's a good girl. Puppy. So I'm not going to pull her to me, I'm going to call her. Good girl. And reward her when she comes to me of her own volition. Never going to drag her towards me. Put a treat on the floor. Encourage her to stay over there. Puppy, puppy, puppy. Good girl. He's a good girl. Lots of praise when she comes to me. Try and avoid her getting wrapped up in the collar. And then just let her wander. No tension in it. I'm not going to drag her. Puppy. Oh, it's a good girl. So there's no conflict with the leash. The last thing you want is the dog seeing the lead as a bad thing. It makes everything difficult. It's a good girl. Now if you find your dog struggling with getting used to the lead in a safe environment or at home, just let them drag it around. Never leave a puppy or any dog unattended with the lead attached, just in case it gets caught. But the weight of the lead, she's just getting used to it being on there. It's a good girl. Puppy, hello. Hello. So we take the leash up. What I want her to realise is that I want her to follow me pay attention to me when she's on a lead. Oh, that's a good girl. See how I've got her attention. Excellent. Oh, it's a good girl. Oh, got used to that. That's a good girl. Puppy. Oh, it's a good girl. Good. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. Lead is slack at all times. Remember, I'm not going to pull her. I'm not going to put tension in there. Lead's nice and loose. Encourage her. Puppy. Oh, that's a good girl. Hello. Hello. So the lead's a good thing. It's just going to make your obedience training a lot easier once they get used to it. If your puppy starts to chew the lead, try and discourage it. Don't distract them with a treat from chewing the lead. Otherwise what you're actually doing is rewarding them for biting it and more likely to do it again. Instead, just move away. Give them something else to think about instead. Keep them busy, keep them moving. They're less likely to pay any actual attention to the leash itself and chew on it. Puppy! Oh, that's a good girl. Hello. Come here. Let's get up underneath you. But remember, their joints are still developing when they're very young. So be careful the lead doesn't get trapped underneath them. You don't want them pulling it behind their leg. You just want the weight of the lead nice and loose. Oh, that's a good girl. And make a game of it. Play a bit of chase on the lead. Get them used to. Oh, that's a good girl. Being controlled, but not pulled by having the leash on. So, no conflict, fun experience. Puppy! Oh, that's a good girl. Hello. And you'll have no problems from then on.